Hello, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be explaining antibiotics and antibiotic resistance. Now to start off, I'm just going to mention painkillers. Now painkillers aren't antibiotics. Painkillers don't actually treat an infection. So if we're infected with a bacteria, the painkillers won't treat the infection and kill the bacteria, they just reduce the pain. So they don't kill the bacteria, they just reduce the symptoms such as the pain. Now, antibiotics, how do they work and what are they? So what they are is they are drugs that are used to kill bacteria, and the way they kill bacteria is by damaging the cell walls of those bacteria. So they damage the cell walls to kill the bacteria. Now, what about viruses, I hear you ask? Now, antibiotics can't be used on viruses because viruses reproduce and live inside our cells. So if we're going to take a drug to kill them, we'll also be killing our cells. Now, we need to know how resistance can emerge in a population. Now, what antibiotic resistance is when a bacteria becomes resistant to the antibiotic. So the antibiotic doesn't kill the bacteria anymore. Okay? And this can be a big problem because we don't have any drugs that work against the bacteria. So, how does it work? Well, firstly, there could be a mutation in an individual bacteria. And what this means is the gene has changed, and that could make that bacteria resistant. Okay, so that individual bacteria cell becomes resistant. All the others are just normal bacteria and they are not resistant. Okay, because bacteria will be in large colonies that cause our infections. So the next stage is the person may take the antibiotics. Now what happens here is the antibiotic will kill all of the normal bacteria, but what will be left behind is the resistant bacteria because the antibiotic can't kill it. Okay. Now, what can happen next is that individual bacteria that is resistant will reproduce. So as the bacteria reproduces, all of the new bacteria will also be resistant. And this leads very quickly to the whole population. So the whole population of bacteria are resistant. Now remember when I say resistant, resistant means that the antibiotic will no longer kill the bacteria. Now this can be a massive problem. The reason it's a massive problem is because it means that drugs won't work on these bacterial infections, which can cause a large health problem for the country. Okay? Now the reasons that we can kind of try and avoid this is to, number one, stop prescribing antibiotics for very minor infections. Okay? And number two, make sure that the patient takes their full course of antibiotics, and that reduces the risk of this happening. Now, if this does happen, what we need to do next is develop new drugs, because our old drugs won't work because the bacteria is resistant. Now, one key point, when we're talking about antibiotic resistance in bacteria, never use the word immune. Bacteria don't become immune to the antibiotic, they become resistant. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Any request for videos, please leave in the comments and follow me on Twitter @Rushcliffe Bio. Thank you very much.